Hello, actives, and welcome to my luxurious office. I've invited you here today in order to answer that question that's I'm sure been plaguing all of you, and that is, did David ever really have hair on his head? Well, we're not going to dig through the archives and show you the pictures of the luxurious hair that I used to have, but I am going to tell you the story of why I do have a shaved head. Some of you have heard it before, and you might think, well, maybe that's not such an important thing to discuss, but it actually does have relevance to a lot of things that we're doing here at Actives. You might be aware that this month of October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And like all of you, my life has been touched by cancer of various types. And in fact, it's a story that is really involved in why I have a shaved head. This is a picture of a young man named Rowan Jones. His father sits on our advisory board. And when he was 12 years old, he was first diagnosed with a form of pediatric bone cancer called Ewing sarcoma. It was tough. He was my son's best friend. I was one of his football coaches and a Boy Scout leader, and was involved with him in church activities as well. All of the kids his age decided to rally around, knowing that he was going to lose his hair because of chemotherapy. So before all that hair started falling out, they had a head shaving party in order to show their support, that he wasn't going to be the only bald boy out there. Well, I attended that party at their home, and at some point they all said, Mr. Brown, why don't you shave your head as well? Well, at that point, nature had taken its course, and I didn't really have that much hair to offer. I was doing not quite the comb over, but I was trying to cover as much real estate as possible with the hair that I had left. I said, well, I don't really have that much to offer to the cause, but I'll go ahead and get my head shaved. And at that point, freedom entered into my life. No more did I have to worry about taking time to shampoo and condition what hair I had left. I didn't have to buy any type of hair products, combs, blow dryers, any of that kind of stuff. I highly recommend it if you're considering it at all. After all, it is the golden age of being bald. But it all had to do first with Rowan's diagnosis. Unfortunately, although responding well to treatment initially, the cancer came back when he was 15, at a time and in a way that his very life was in danger. In fact, it was a very pernicious form of cancer that took the lives of most of the young people he had met in the pediatric cancer wards that he'd been having to receive treatment in. However, I do have a good ending to the story, that Rowan was later married. This is a picture of him there, and is now doing very well, and I think has high hopes for the future. Well, I think all of us, as we think about any type of cancer, and again, during this month of Breast Cancer Awareness Month, we want to do all that we can to avoid ever contracting that in our lives. And there are some things that we can do. For example, we can watch our diet. We can make sure that we're eating fruits and vegetables and getting all the nutrition that we can. There are things that we can avoid. We can avoid smoking and alcohol, processed foods. We can take the name Active seriously and get out and get some physical activity. That's a great way to reduce your chances of contracting cancer. And what if I told you that there are other things that are available through Actives that might be helpful in your fight and your desire to avoid getting that dreaded disease? Here is an example of a study that was done that showed that butyrate is very helpful, and butyric acid, in actually preventing the formation of breast cancer cells. It goes on further to describe that it actually causes apoptosis, or cell death, in breast cancer cells as well. So butyric acid might be a very effective tool in the battle against breast cancer and other types of cancers as well, including colorectal cancer, for which the evidence of butyric acid's role in prevention and treatment is very well known. Another key marker in breast cancer and all types of cancer is inflammation, especially chronic inflammation. So that anything that we can do to reduce chronic inflammation by diet and exercise and taking something like curcumin, especially in the form of Optimend, which has the most bioavailable form of curcuminoids available in the market, can also be very helpful. Now, we won't be able to avoid all types of cancer. We won't be able to avoid all types of health problems that might afflict us. But if we can take whatever steps we can possible to be active, to keep ourselves fit, to make good decisions regarding our health, we'll be amazed at what kind of effects we can have upon our bodies at the very genetic level. After all, that's what epigenetics means. And Actives, we are here to activate your genes, to cause proper gene expression so that your bodies and every single cell contained therein are as healthy, as strong, and as resilient to every type of insult. No, not the insult that comes when you don't have hair, but insults that come to your health through oxidative stress, through inflammation, and through disease, and other things that are introduced to your body. That's what we're here to fight. And that's what we're here all about at Actives, to make every aspect of your life activated and as full and happy as they can be. So there you go. Have a great day. Do everything you can to activate yours and the lives of the people that live around you. And we'll talk to you again soon. Bye-bye, everybody.